everyone, today we're going to talk about stretching and how important it is to incorporate this into your workout and just daily routines. So we're going to go over a few things and then I'm going to show you a few stretches you can do at home. Okay, why is stretching so important? Well, it keeps your muscles flexible and strong and healthy. It also keeps that range of motion, especially when you're doing some of these workouts. You're, going overhead, you're leaning down. This keeps your range of motion where it needs to be. And most importantly, it decreases your chance of injury. The more flexible you are, the better range of motion you have, the less likely you are to get injured, especially during working out. But that's not only workouts, but just in your everyday life. A lot of these workout movements are actually daily movements that we do every day when we pick up a box off the ground, or we're lifting something overhead to put it on the shelf. These are all movements we do in the workout, just with a barbell or weight or even body weight. So not just for working out, but just daily activities, this helps prevent injury. How often should we be stretching? Well, if we're working out, we should definitely be stretching before workouts, and I would say after. A lot of people don't have the time to do before and after, but it is important to schedule that stretching into your workout. So at least before, but if you can, preferably before and after a workout. You should be doing this not only with workouts, but daily. I suggest like a morning stretch routine is always great, even if you're not working out, but definitely before working out. Move over here. So how do we stretch, right? So the best recommendation for stretching is that they actually suggest doing a light warm-up before stretching. This gets your blood flowing to all your muscles. What do I mean by that? You could do a light jog, a little for like 10-15 minutes. You could do an elliptical for 10-15 minutes. You could do rowing for 10-15 minutes. This just helps get the blood flow and you're able to stretch a lot better. Okay, how long should we be stretching? Well, this is person dependent, and I say that because as we get older, we need more stretching because we start getting stiffer. I know working out with younger kids, sometimes they don't even stretch at all, which drives me crazy, but their stretches might be like 5 minutes and they can be totally fine. But as we get older, everybody knows that we're not like that anymore, and we need a little bit more stretching, and that's okay. So that's why I put person dependent, because everybody should be stretching for a good decent amount of time, but some people are able to stretch a little less because they still have that mobility and flexibility in their muscles. So each stretch should be held for at least 30 seconds. I feel like some people just hold a stretch for 5 seconds and then they call it a day. No, it should be at least 30 seconds to a minute. Again, depending on the person, you might want to hold it a little bit longer. Depending on the stretch, you might want to hold it a little longer, but let's try to get those stretches for at least 30 seconds each. So now I'm going to show you a few stretches that you can do at home. We'll do some just regular stretches. I'll show you some with the bands as well. And let's get started. All right, guys, let's get started with some stretches, some basic stretches. I will say one of the best things that you can have is a foam roller. These are really great to get the blood flowing through your muscles. to stretch those muscles out. I like a little harder one, just because it really kind of digs in there. It's like a massage, but sometimes it hurts if your muscles aren't really stretched out. So this is good. We'll get back to this in a moment. But let's just start with some basic stretches. Here, let me take this off so you guys can see a little better. So to get those legs stretched out, to get this quad muscle here, you're gonna just do like a 90-degree angle, and you can kind of push into it more. This also kind of hits that hip flexor as well. So again, you want to hold this for about 30 seconds. We're gonna go through these quick. I'm sure you don't want to see me stretching for that long. So from there, I stay on this leg and I pull out, and again, I just get a little deeper stretch in there, and you can even put that knee to the ground. That will really get that hip flexor in there too. I also like to get a little stretch this way. You can feel it in those glutes. And again, if you notice, I'm rocking back and forth a little bit. This just relieves some pressure and then gives you a little pressure back. Then you're gonna go ahead and switch legs. And again, 30 seconds on each leg. Again, a nice, you can also add a little bit of a twist. If you notice I'm twisting a little bit, this just digs a little deeper into that muscle. And again, you can even move that back foot into a circular motion. We're just gonna stretch. Again, you'll feel when you do this, you'll feel it all up in here. And again, you can dig that knee down, get a little bit deeper stretch. If you guys can touch your toes, that's awesome. If you can't, that's something definitely to aim for. It's not just a cool, thing you can show your friends. It's actually very good that you're that flexible, that you can reach that far. If you remember in high school, the old reach and sit, or sit and reach, or whatever it was called. And then if you put your one leg over the other leg, get that elbow here, and you're gonna twist. This helps get your back nice and stretched. And again, you wanna hold these for about 30 seconds. We're just gonna go through this quick. I like to add a little bit of some yoga movements. By no means am I a yogi, but the movements are good. You want to reach as far as you can. Get that lower back, that chest, that front. Lean that head back. You can even go side to side with that head, and then stretch up. And then I just walk it in. Get some more of that front quad there. I like to do a double stretch too. We'll get into that in a moment. But let's go back down to the floor and show you some rolling out. So you can roll out every part of your body, but we're just gonna go stick with legs and back, well, shoulders for right now. So ideally you wanna get your whole body weight. Now sometimes when you're new to this will be a little painful at first, but that just means, hey, you should be doing it more. But again, as much body weight as you can get pushing down, the better. And you just want to go from side to side, and up and down on that leg muscle. Really get in there, get into that hip. Really stretch everything out. And again, for rolling out, I would try to get at least a minute on each part, just because you're covering a lot more muscle. And this is really going to be really good for you guys. It just elongates the muscle a little bit. And again, I'll switch sides here. Really lean into that roll. I'm gonna move down a little bit. So that's the front. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, Mia. Oh, hey, Mia. So, as silly as it's gonna sound, you do want to roll out those glute muscles, get those butt muscles. They are actually a really big muscle, and sometimes when you have a sore lower back, it could mean that your glute muscles are tight. So you want to definitely get those rolled out, and then you can move down that leg. And again, you want to go side to side, up and down, get everything nice and rolled out. And again, you notice that I'm pretty much putting my whole body weight on there as much as I can, because you really want to get everything really stretched, move down. And again, you see how I put my other leg on top. That just adds a little bit more pressure. Get those calf muscles. A lot of people have very tight calf muscles. And then go to your back. Okay, we're gonna continue with some leg stretches and arm stretches. So this is really great for your shoulders, stretching out. This area gets pretty tight up in here, especially when you're lifting a lot. So I like to combine the two and get some more calf stretches in there, and I just lean into that stretch. And again, you want to hold each side for 30 seconds. Again, you can kind of stretch each side. Those arms, and again, I combine 2 and 1. I do some ankle rolls each side as I'm stretching my arms out. Kind of get 2 for 1, so you can get the stretching over with. Again, I just like to move my arms, get the blood flowing, stretch overhead. And then it's good if you have like a PVC pipe or a band. You can also do some of these back and forth. Go side to side. Do little pulls. And we'll call it a day because the video is probably getting a bit long. But those are just a few stretches that you can do at home. If you need any more suggestions, just let me know, comment below, and I'll see you for the workouts.